In this class of software engineering, we shall understand data flow diagram DFD. So, before going into detail, we shall understand that any object has three types of modeling: structural modeling, functional modeling, and behavioral modeling. For structural modeling, we use the tool ER diagram. For functional modeling, we use the tool as DFD, and for behavioral modeling, we use state transition diagram. So, first we should know that DFD is a tool of functional modeling of the software. So, if we try to understand what is DFD, then the name is very much clear from its name. The definition is very much clear from its name, data flow diagram. So, if we read it reversibly, we can understand the diagram that shows the flow of data in a system. The diagram that shows the flow of data in a system. Means, say this is a system, this is a system. The DFD would show how this system receives a data and what happens inside the system and what is the output from the system. At the same time, from where this data arrives, means what is the source and where does the data go, what is the sink, what is the recipient. So, in fact, DFD is a diagrammatic representation of flow of data in a system from source to destination. What does DFD shows? The flow of data in a system from the source up to the destination. From source to destination. Shows the flow of data from source to destination. Means, if suppose A is input to the system and P is the output of the system, then DFD would show the source of A, mute कर लीजिए ना. This DFD shows that what is the source, from where this data originates, where does it go, and what transformation takes place within the system, and what is the output and what is the recipient of the data. So, if we try to understand in detail, then we can define it further. DFD is the diagrammatic representation diagrammatic representation of flow of data within in a system from source to destination, and in this course of flow, it also shows the transformations taking place on data items that converts data item from one form to another form. This is the complete definition of DFD. So, DFD is a diagrammatic representation of flow of data in a system from source to destination, and in this course of flow it also shows the transformations, that convert data items from one form to another form. So, in this diagram we have seen that, say this is a system, A is the input and say P is the output. DFD would show what is the origination of A, that is the source, and this A when enters into the system, DFD would show how this A got converted into P, and after the exit from this system, where does this P go? That means what is the sink. So, this is the source, this is the sink. DFD would show us the source of data, source of data items. The second, conversions of data elements. The sink output and the sink where the data goes. So, I think the definition would be clear. Now, what symbols do we use for the construction of DFD? Symbols used to construct DFD. Symbols used to construct DFD. What are the symbols that we take help constructing DFD? The first is a rectangle or square. This is used for showing the external entity. Rectangles or squares are used for showing external entity, the entities that are outside the system. Now, the rule to construct a DFD is that with the, this is source also, this is called source or sink. This is used to show the source or sink. So, the source or sink will either accept, that is we can input into the source or sink, or can exit from it. Rule says that this rectangle could be used for input or for output only. This cannot be used for showing both input as well as output. This is not allowed. This is allowed and this one is allowed. And if we have to show both input and output, we have another tool, open ended box or open ended rectangle. This one is the temporary repository, temporary repository means the data would arrive here, would stay for some time, and then it will go ahead, and then there won't be any